So tilka is what we're looking at today. Tilka. Tilka and dhalika both mean that. So if I was to say to you, that car, that house, we use tilka and we use dhalika. But the question to you guys is, when do I use tilka and when do I use dhalika? Okay, one answer. The noun. Jamil, everyone's giving the correct answer. Tilka is used for feminine words and dhalika is used for masculine words. Now, we came across the word this, right? So we were talking about that obviously in today's lesson, but we've mentioned this as well. So what's the word for this? And what is the masculine version of it? And what's the feminine version for it? Okay, mashallah, we've got one answer. هذا and هذه. Okay, mashallah, good. Jamil. All right, let's get rid of this. All right, let's start off. Man هذه. Can someone tell me what that means? Man هذه. Who is this? Who is this? Not who is she. Who is this? Who is this? Then it says, هذه آمنة. However, before I continue, I just want to say, if I wanted to say, who is she? How would I say that? What do I use to give the statement? Who is she? Jamil. Man here. That's correct. I'm just going to write it down just for the sake of clarity. That if I wrote man here like that, that will mean who is she instead of man هذه. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Next line. هذه آمنة. هذه آمنة. This is آمنة. This can't hear. Can everyone else just confirm that they can hear? Or is it just the sister? Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, now so هذه آمنة. However, we did learn in the previous lesson is that every single word by default has tanween. Yeah, every single word by default has tanween. Why does آمنة not have tanween? Nope, that's not the answer. Okay, we've got one correct answer, or two correct answers. Very good. This is because every time we talk about a proper, I'll say a proper Arabic female name, it does not have tanween. So Amina, Khadija, Aisha, Fatima, every single Arab female name has no tanween. That's very important today. Yeah, that's the reason why. Okay, going on to the next sentence. وَمَنْ تِلْكَ. And who is that? Who is that? So in contrast to this first line, who is this? And now is who is that? Tilka Fatimatu. Again, the same rule. Tilka Fatimatu. Fatima is a proper Arabic female name, hence why we do not have tanween. So we say Tilka Fatimatu. That is Fatima. So that Fatima obviously is Fatima. So that is Fatima. Okay. Next line. هذه طبيبة وتلك ممرضة. Anyone have any idea what the sentence means? Okay, Jamil, everyone answered very well, alhamdulillah. This is a doctor. So this is doctor. and that is a nurse. However, I think we should make something clear. طبيبة, what kind of doctor is it? Female, correct. Why is it female? What does it have? تاء مربوطة. جميل. This تاء مربوطة is what makes this doctor a feminine or female doctor. Otherwise, if it was not a female doctor, we would say طبيب. طيب. Next line. هذه من الهند وتلك من اليابان. So, وتلك من اليابان. هذه من الهند وتلك من اليابان. So this is this is from India and that is from Japan. هذه من الهند, this is from India وتلك من الجبان. Next line. هذه طويلة وتلك قصيرة. هذه طويلة. So طويلة means tall, or it can also mean long. وتلك, and that is قصيرة. قصيرة is the opposite of طويلة, therefore قصيرة means short. This is tall and that is short. I have a question to you guys now. If I wanted to make that sentence masculine, completely masculine, how do I change it? Okay. Good. Someone got it correct. Someone wrote the Arabic as well, mashallah. Jimmy. Okay, good. Everyone's more or less got it. Perfect. Okay, they got the masculine version anyways. Okay, alhamdulillah. So, man hadha. Question to you guys now. How do I know it says man hadha rather than min hadha? Okay. I'm hoping for like a complete answer. Jamil, okay. The best answer I would say is from context. When you say man, you're making it into a question. Whereas when you use min, obviously it's a complete different context. Because we have the question mark, this indicates to us is that it's man. But generally speaking, the context indicates to us what we use. I think that's probably in a nice straightforward way of answering that. Okay, going to our next line. هذا حامد. This is حامد. ومن ذلك. Next line. And who is that? ذلك علي. And that is Ali. طيب. Next line. أتلك دجاجة. أتلك دجاجة. Someone tell me what the meaning of the sentence means. Is that a chicken? جميل. أتلك دجاجة. لا تلك بطة. No, تلك بطة. بطة is this thing right here, which is a duck. That is a duck. Simple. Alhamdulillah, today we walk an easy lesson. Okay. ما تلك. What is that? What is that? تلك بيضة. تلك بيضة. بيضة means what, guys? Egg. Don't get confused between بيض or بيضاء or أبيض. Even though they have the same roots, they have two different meanings. أبيض or بيضاء would mean white, whereas بيضة means egg. Okay. So that is an egg. Okay. Okay, good. Someone tell me what the meaning of the next sentence is. Okay. This is the teacher's car. Jamil. Obviously, the main thing to note here is that here we have مضاف مضاف إليه. هذه سيارة المدرس. This is the teacher's car. وتلك سيارة المدير. Same thing. We have مضاف مضاف إليه again. سيارة المدير. And that is the car of the head teacher. Correct. Mudir can also mean a director or like the head of a company or headmaster or head teacher, however you like to say it. All right, next line. أساعة عباس هذه. أساعة عباس هذه. Again, ساعة مضاف عباس مضاف إليه. Sentence means, is this Abbas's watch? Yeah, is this Abbas's watch? Even though in English we say هذه first, right? We say, is this Abbas's watch? Whereas in Arabic, the Abbas's watch comes first and then hadi comes later. You may ask why? Because the simple answer is, obviously every language has its own construct, and that's the way Arabic is written. And so rather than asking, what's the hikmah behind it, stuff like this, better just to accept it. So when you actually start understanding grammar on a much deeper level, you know straight away, okay, this is how the construct should be and why it should be like that. Because when you go into much more detail when it comes to grammar, you'll find out the rules about what comes first and what comes second, why it comes first, why it comes second. Obviously, sometimes not really comprehensible. What that doesn't make sense. And why can't I do it the other way? I mean, it's not. That's just a language. That's how a language works. That's how a language, a language would work. Yeah. Okay. Next line. لا هذه ساعة حامد. No, this is Hamid's watch. لا, no. هذه ساعة حامد. This is Hamid's watch. طيب. تلك ساعة عباس. Oops, that's the correct answer. That is Abbas's watch. Now, someone remind me, what does sa'a mean again? Everyone's getting it wrong. Hour. That's the correct answer. It means watch or it means an hour. It does not mean time. Time is waqt. Yeah. Okay. Coming back to this. ذلك ذيك. ذلك ذيك. That is a rooster, I believe. I completely get them wrong. That is the male version of the chicken, or the jaja is the female version, and dik is the male version. So ذلك ذيك. I think it's rooster, so I'm going to write rooster there. That is it. Okay, and وتلك دجاجة. Dajaja, I'm assuming is it the rooster or the hen, guys? Wallahi, so hen is which one? Is it the feminine one or is it the masculine one? Okay, so that's the hen. Okay, fine. Hen is feminine. Okay, perfect. Because obviously in Arabic or just in general, you say chicken. We say chicken, and whether it's male or female, you don't say hen rooster. You say, I just want a chicken, Okay. Anyways, okay, and I believe, alhamdulillah, that is lesson 7. Lesson 7 was quite a simple, straightforward lesson. Let's check. And obviously, because this is our first lesson back, is it our first lesson back? No, it's not, subhanAllah. But what I'll do is we'll go through some of the homework, and I'll leave lesson 8 till next week. I don't want to, because I know some people, they find it a bit difficult to catch up. So, inshallah, I'll give them some time and we'll go through lesson 7. Yeah, we'll leave lesson 8, even though, we haven't done much, but we'll leave lesson 8 until next lesson. Okay. Now let's go through some of the tamari, some of the exercises. اقرأ واكتب. Okay. Number 2. ذلك حمار وتلك بقرة. What does that mean? You guys write the answers. Bear with me. 2 seconds, inshallah. About 50 minutes. 1-5. Okay, that is a donkey and that is a cow. That should be the correct answer, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. I think most people got it correct. Alhamdulillah. Jayyid. Okay, number 4. This one's a more tricky one. هذا جمل وتلك ناقة. You know, I'll actually no. I'll go for this. This is not fair. هذا جمل وتلك ناقة. Jamal and naqa, they're both cows. I mean, they're both camels. But however, Jamal is a generic camel or male camel, could say, and naqa is a female camel. And where would you see this difference? You see this in the chapter of zakah. So whenever you go into fiqh and you look at zakah, of course, they specify what kind of cow, what kind of camel, you know, they want. If you had the camels, obviously, in the first place. But yeah, هذا جمل. This is a male camel. وتلك ناقة, and that is a female camel. Okay, number 6. هذا كلب وذلك قط. What does that mean? This is a dog and that is a cat. Simple. Alhamdulillah, simple. Okay. Number 1. هذه مدرسة وتلك جامعة. المدرسة should not be conflated with مدرس. They're two different things. This is a school. جميل. هذه مدرسة وتلك جامعة بمعنى, it has the meaning of this is a school and that is a university. All right, and the last one we'll do is number 7. Hardest one, inshallah. Good. This is the house of the mu'adhin and this is the mu'adhin's house. Good. And that is not bag. Hadiqa is not bag. Haqiba is bag. Hadiqa, we haven't come across this word, but hadiqa means garden. Garden. وَتِلْكَ حَدِيقَةُ التَّاجِرِ, and that is the garden of the businessman or the merchant. But question to you guys. Tajir is masculine. Why are we using tilka? Tajir is a masculine. Why are we using tilka? Okay, if garden is feminine, fine. But why is it not referring to the tajir instead? Why is it referring to? Should it? I'm sorry. The question should be: should it not be referring to the tajir rather than the garden? Mariam, Jamil, Ahsanti. That's exactly the answer I'm looking for. Because the subject or the point they're trying to put across in the sentence is the garden, not the tajir. That's why it's feminine. That's the important thing to understand. It's not because of his mudaf or mudaf ilayhi, or it's jar or majroor or anything like that. Simply because it's depending on what's being referred to in the context of the sentence. And obviously here we're talking about the garden, or the focus is on the garden. Hence why we use tilka rather than dhalika. Okay. Simple, nice, simple exercise. We'll literally breeze through this and we will conclude for today's lesson. Here you just use, or you choose whether you use. Okay, brother said I did not understand the garden part. Okay, let me make that clear. It says هذا بيت المؤذن. All right, let's just go back to the sentence. This is the house of the mu'adhin, number 1, and then it says وذلك حديقة التاجر, and that is the garden of the tajir. All right, or that is the merchant's garden, right? And that is the merchant's garden. But we focus on وَتِلْكَ حَدِيقَةُ التَّاجِرِ, right? وَتِلْكَ حَدِيقَةُ التَّاجِرِ is because our focus or our focus is basically we're focused more on the garden, right? And that is, so if I'm speaking to you and I say that's the garden of the merchant, that's the garden. You see, as in when you hear me speak, my concern is with the garden. So that's what I'm referring to. Hence why I'm using tilka. In that case, you would just say وَذَلِكَ تَاجِرٌ, and that is a businessman. Because when I say وَذَلِكَ تَاجِرٌ, right, I'm only talking about the businessman, right? I'm not talking about his garden or anything. But here we're talking about something of his, which is his garden. Hence why we're saying tilka. But obviously, if we were to say tajir only, then we say ذَلِكَ. Why does garden have ta marbuta? That's just how the word is. The word in its root, or you could say the word by default has, that word specifically has ta marbuta. Similarly, like if I say to you miftah, miftahun, why doesn't it have ta marbuta? Someone can ask, right? Miftah, that's how the word is. Even the word kalb, for example, right? Why don't we say kalba, for example? That's simply because that's just how the word is, or how the word is given to us, or being spread, or you would say passed on to us. Yeah, for you. All right. If there's any other questions, feel free to ask, inshallah. If not, we'll go to number 2, exercise number 2 here. And all it requires us is to put in dhalika or tilka, put in the correct one. So if we were talking about a female dog, do we ever use female? A female dog has a different word. Oh, sorry, it would be a different word. We wouldn't use word kalb. There's a specific word for female dog. I forgot. But yeah, so it's similar like how you have jamal and we have naqa. We don't say jamalatun for female camel. There's a specific word for female camel. So yeah, depends, obviously, depends. Not all words you just add a ta marbuta to it. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Tamam. Fill in the blanks with tilka or dhalika. All right, so if we have number 13, would we use a dhalika or tilka? Dhalika. Straightforward, alhamdulillah. Number 18, this one. Tilka. Alhamdulillah, straightforward. What if we want to, what about this one, number 5? The correct answer is tilka. Why is it tilka? What did we say in our last lesson about eyes are feminine? The correct answer is because eyes are feminine, or the word ayn is feminine. We're talking about the eyes, of course. Yeah, because they're pet. Okay. Let me figure out more. Number 12. Okay, good. Answer is tilka. And the last one we'll do for today is number 8. We came across this one last lesson. It's another trick one. Correct. Tilka. Tilka is the correct answer. So remind to everyone that just because a word does not have ta marbuta does not necessarily mean that it cannot be feminine. Yeah. Let me think of I can give you an example, but it might be one that you wouldn't know of. So like ayn, for example. Ayn, as we see, or yad. Yad means hand. Yad, it doesn't have ta marbuta, but is feminine. What is the meaning of number 8? Number 8 is qidr is a pot. Like, when you boil something in a pot. That's what qidr is. So yeah, inshallah. Actually, let's do one more. One more we'll do. Simple one, number 1. Tilka. No one says ذلك. No one's going to say ذلك. No. خلاص. Correct answer is tilka. It is tilka, yes. And meaning of number 8. Number 8 again means pot. P-O-T. Write it down. Like that. Tamam? Okay. Why is number 8 feminine? Because the word in its origin is feminine. That's why. The word in its origin. Okay. Someone asked, what is the meaning of number 1? Number 1 is means mother. Number 2 is ab. So that means father. Write it down. طيب. What's the meaning of number 20? Number 20 is here, batta. Batta means duck. Excuse my bad handwriting. Okay. Any other questions? Mil'aqa. Subhanallah, yes. We came across in the last lesson. Mil'aqa means a spoon. Now someone might say, what's a fork then? A fork is something called a shawka. Fork. Yeah. So how do we say a knife? Anyone have any idea how to say a knife? Oh, not sakina. Sakina, something else. Sikin. Sikin is the correct answer, alhamdulillah. Sikin is how we say knife. Let's write it down. Sikin. That means knife. Not sakin, sikin, inshallah. طيب. And that is essentially lesson 7, alhamdulillah. And that will conclude our lesson for today. If there's any questions, feel free to stay behind. I'll answer any questions. And if there's anything, from previous lessons you would like to quickly go over, I'm around for another 5 to 10 minutes. We'll go through them, inshallah. And if you have no questions, you're free to leave. Jazakumullah khairan. Barakallahu fikum. What's number 4? Let's look at that. Number 4 is spoon, as you can see right here. Ameen. Is Medina book mudaf ilayhi? If I was to say Kitabul Medina, then that is mudaf ilayhi. Can you go through all the words so I can hear the pronunciation? Okay, I'll go through them quickly. Ummun, mother. Abun, father. Qalamun, pen. Mil'aqatun, as we've got there. Aynun, hajarun. Qamisun, qidrun. Nafidhatun, baqaratun. Maktabun, naqatun. Muhandisun, mu'adhdhinun. ممرضة سرير حديقة طالبة جمل بطة. So I mentioned that all here. If you need to go back to the recording, just go back to the recording and you can hear them all over again, inshallah. حياكم الله. طيب. I missed last name. Cover all the meaning of these words on there. Did you cover all the meaning of these words on there? All of these words, we should know them by now. After this lesson, we come across some new words and we have, inshallah, we should know them now. Also though, if you go to see this PDF, if you go right to the bottom, page 130-ish, maybe a bit before, maybe a bit after, in English, you'll have the meanings of these words. So even if I don't come across, I don't mention them in class, maybe you might find them in this PDF later on. That's something to look into, inshallah. طيب, brothers and sisters, any other questions? I remember Fahad had a question in the beginning. If you're still here, feel free to ask, brother. Okay. What is the book name? The popular name for this book is Madinah Book 1. Best thing to do for her is to ask for this PDF, or you can go to lqtoronto.com and you can find the PDF there. And if I don't know which PDF you have, but my one has what you see, of course. And if your one doesn't have what mine has, then probably best to get this one, inshallah. طيب, I'm not seeing any questions, so if there's no more questions, I'll conclude the lesson here. Okay. You have the paperback. Okay. Paperback uses the old print, I believe. طيب, brothers and sisters, خلاص. I don't think there's any more questions, and inshallah I'll end it there. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.